Hey LT, it's Enderman coming to you with United Kingdom's turn, and just got one combat move this turn. Not gonna do much, not gonna be able to do much. And I think you were afraid you were gonna lose a transport on my turn, but this destroyer can only go either one, two, two here, or two to there, two to the 40. You're not gonna lose a transport this round because I can't reach any. So yeah, we're gonna have one combat this turn and then a few non-combats, but here are our purchases to start. So we are buying a factory, two destroyers, a transport, and a tank. And that's every penny from the United Kingdom, which is $38 it's $43, sorry, to start. 43. So our one combat move is the fighters from the United Kingdom are going to go 1, 2 into C Zone 5, along with the bomber. 1, 2. And we're going to see if we can sing that cruiser. Alright, so I have two fighters at 3. Come on, I need a hit sometime this game. Okay, there we go. I got a hit. So that's a 2. And then your cruiser defends at 3. Miss, miss, miss. Oh, shucks. Okay. Well, you got one of our fighters. That's okay. Because that's a 10 IPC loss for me. That's going to go there. And that's a 19 IPC loss for you. So, worth it. Very worth it. Okay. So then we have non-combat moves. My dog's scratching the door. Can't hear that. So planes are going to go 1, 2, back. 1, 2. And then here in Egypt, we got an interesting kind of spread out that we're going to do. So the 2 infantry from Transjordan go into Persia. And the artillery from India is also going to Persia. The tank from Egypt going to Persia. And then one of the infantry from Egypt, ship him out. He's going to Anglo-Egypt, Sudan, along with the artillery and the fighter from Egypt. There. Then, of course, these 2 guys from Union of South Africa up to Rhodesia. And then I should have had this stuff chipped out. I always forget before I start recording my video to chip stuff out, but that was an infantry there. So an infantry and artillery are boarding the transport in C Zone 41, going to 42, and they're going to offload in New Zealand. And the destroyer is going to move over there and join them. And I believe that's everything. Yes. Okay, cool. So then placing units, the factory that we just built is going to go in New Zealand. I had to decide real quick. I had 2 options, but we're going to build it in New Zealand. And then everything else, of course, is getting built in Great Britain. But the tank just goes directly into London. And then we're building 1 destroyer in C Zone 2. Join that fleet there. And then we're building 1 in C Zone 8. And the transport also goes in C Zone 2 with the rest of the fleet there. Alright, so recap. In New Zealand, we have an infantry, artillery, and a factory that was just built. In New Zealand C Zone, we have a transport and a destroyer. In Australia, we have 2 men. In India, we have 3 men. In Persia, we have 2 men, an artillery and a tank. In Egypt, we have 1 man. In the Sudan, we have an infantry, an artillery, and a fighter. In Rhodesia, we have 2 infantry. In C Zone 8, we have a destroyer. In Season 2, we have 2 transports, a destroyer, and a battleship. In Eastern Canada, we have a tank. And lastly, in the United Kingdom, we have 2 men, an artillery, a fighter, a bomber, and 2 tanks. Oh, and an AA gun. I did forget that that's actually a unit. Since we're playing it with it as a hit in this game. So there's an AA gun there too as well. And there's also an AA gun in India and an AA gun in Australia that I forgot to mention. And that everything? Oh, well, don't forget about the guy in Western Canada. Because that's super important. Alright, LT, looking forward to your Italy's turn and where the rest of this game goes. Good luck to you, brother. Enderman 103 saying peace out.